Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Ventthis podcast. I'm your host, Paul Roseberry, joined by
Chelsea Lanham
and
Christine.
Wow.
I just thought I'd do that in a weird way. Sorry.
I love that you did it.
Yeah.
And I love that you didn't do your last name. It's very Madonna.
Exactly. I'm channeling Madonna. Good one. Nice, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oprah.
Oh, yeah.
Oprah.
Yeah, 'cause you're usually
Cher.
Chrissy, but Cher, but you extended it to Christine. Like
Yeah.
I went full name, Chelsea went full name, and you're like, I'm going to go full first name. That's a nice little, I like it because you're always Chrissy.
What I was trying to do was Christine. I'm trying to think. I was thinking, do they think my first name is Chris or my last name is Teen? Because I went Christine, and I'm thinking, but then as I was saying it, I'm like, that's not going to work. That's ridiculous.
I used to do comedy with a guy named Rob Steen. And so you could be Chris Steen. You could be,
there you go.
I asked you if you were Jewish on the last episode and you're not, but if your last name was Steen, you would be, or if you were, then it could be Steen. Anyway, that's a hell of an intro. We've established we have three people and we're all going to facilitate some great vents today. We're going to save you guys the time. No special things from our weeks. We're going to cut right to the listeners, right to the writers. So, Chrissy, you want to ask the lovely, allegedly real Loretta to rip into vent number one?
Loretta, rip it, baby.
Yow.
We need more locksmiths. I can't get anyone to come to my house and fix a broken key in my front door lock. Forget tech startups. We need more craftsmen, like plumbers, electricians, and locksmiths.
Oh,
I think she's got a great point. Chris, you look mortified.
no. It was so abruptly. It ended so abruptly. I wasn't sure it finished. Sorry, what were you saying, Paul?
I hope people are watching the video of this because Chrissy was jarred, stirred, if you will. Get into some. So I would say to that, I mean, this venter is spot on, and this is a big thing in society right now. We're losing all the blue collar labor force. Everybody's getting into coding. Everybody's working from home with some sort of digital remote job. And it's opened up a huge window because no one wants to be a plumber. That when you call a plumber, you can't get one. No one wants to be a locksmith. So you got to wait. And you know what? It's going to become a bubble because these guys can charge a bundle now. If you can't get a hold of a plumber, they had a South Park about this.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, then you can charge whatever you want to be a plumber. But as far as the locksmith, it's a funny thing. It never occurred to me, but isn't it strange that there's a member of society whose job it is to be able to get into anyone's house on command? When you think about it, isn't that kind of weird? Like you're saying,
certainly creepy.
She's saying, I wish there were more of these people who have a set of tools that allow them to enter my home at any time, even though I don't know who they are. I don't know what the certification is to become a locksmith. I don't know if you have to pass like some sort of a moral decency exam with the state. To be a real estate agent, there's all kinds of like ethics that you have to pass to get a license. To become a locksmith, I think you just need a bag of tools and a van with a phone number on it. It's kind of bizarre.
I think the solution here, though, is, okay, so on one hand, we don't have enough of these people. On the other hand, the people that we do have, they're going to start charging a ton of money. I think we need to become our own locksmith. That's what Paul and I have done.
Wow.
We break into our own house all the time. We do it with an envelope or a credit card. And it's a little frightening that you can open our front door with a piece of mail.
Yeah.
But I think this is the way to not get charged too much and also not feeling like you're on a hunt trying to find this guy. Like, we just need to be able to break into our own homes and do our own household maintenance.
That's some guerrilla response right there. What Chelsea's referencing, and she's not. All right, so
it's true.
When Chelsea and I met, I was her real estate agent in New York City. I showed people apartments. I would find them apartments to live in. Sometimes I wouldn't have the key because you have to go across town to get the key. And by the time, I don't know if you even want the place, I could waste a lot of time. So I got good at opening doors with credit cards. It's not hard to do. In fact, it's a little scary how easy it is. If you turn the deadbolt, that's a locked door. You're not getting through a deadbolt with a credit card. But if we're just talking about the lock in the knob that doesn't have a deadbolt, it's sort of got a slant. You know what I mean? It's almost that like little curve. You can open that with a credit card. You do not need to call a locksmith. If this comes off as scary, good. It's a reminder to use your deadbolt. But we open our door with mail. Like I'll go in like the community, like the mail room, and I'll find some flyer someone threw out. I'll fold it in half and I'll open our door with like a Bristol Farms coupon.
And we have YouTube. We can learn anything on YouTube. Sorry.
That's true. No. Do you have an old door? Like, I feel like newer doors, you can't do that.
Trying to insult my door, Chrissy? Trying to ask if I got
Get
an
a new
old
door, Paul.
No, I gotta get a modern door. Well, it's opaque. It prevents light and wind. I mean, it's what. I'm not one of these guys with a digital fob. Yeah, Gary's with me. It's a very door-esque door, but like I don't have a digital fob. No, I'm not that cool and hip. But it's a key lock. I assure you, you come in at about a 45-degree angle with that credit card. You get it all the way through to the other side, and then you slide it down at another 45-degree angle to hit the actual latch, and it will pop open. You got to jiggle the door a little bit, and it'll go.
Yeah,
Someday
thanks, Paul.
I'll come and break into your house with you just to show you how easy it is,
tutorial
so that you can sleep well at night.
Yeah, thanks for teaching us all how to break into people's homes.
Just use the deadbolt. Use the deadbolt. But what I'm saying, I could save you $300, $400 to call a locksmith if they come out in the night. When I lived in Brooklyn, that was years ago. I lived in Brooklyn, and one of my roommates had to call a locksmith. It was like $400.
Oh yeah.
God, almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
Although Chelsea was locked out one night, and I had a work meeting that ran long recently, and she tried to. I don't know why she thought this would work. She took a stick out of one of our planters. It like held a sign that said like,
you dig this?
She has a sign in our planter that says, you dig this. And she took out that little poker that like holds up the sign, and she shoved it in the deadbolt thinking she was going to pick our lock with a stick. She thought that's how easy it is.
It's because growing up, my dad used to teach me how to pick locks, and he would always show me if you open up a bobby pin or
He's now in prison.
I know, I'm really exposing myself here. Yeah, you can open up like doors, like car doors, by putting the stick or the bobby pin through the window, and you can latch up the lock. And so I saw this pick in the planter.
He's a cat burglar. If anyone's wondering, Chelsea's dad is a cat burglar.
No, I think I have a future here, though. I mean, all of these guys.
Then turn off. What is it?
What does that say?
Oh my God.
Turn off
Gary's
your
clueless.
alarm with the what?
Turn off your alarm with the card. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, if you can do that, then you really got something going. No, but so yeah,
But I think what I'm saying here is we all have a career in being millionaires, because if we can all learn how to pick our own locks, then we can charge other people to pick their locks.
I see.
And we can build our own business around becoming our own locksmith.
You're talking about an Uber network of, instead of calling an actual locksmith, just call a really dicey neighbor.
Yes.
Just call someone who seems sketchy enough that they could probably open your door.
And we charge like half the price.
Half the price. Yeah, it's Luber. That's what it'd be called. The Lock Uber, Luber. Hey,
that's great, Paul.
We leave the door open.
And her stick broke off. Fortunately, I had a knife in my car. I had to peel out the knife because I thought I was going to have to call a locksmith. It was hell.
Her intentions were good.
They were curious, but they were intentions.
I was waiting for 3 hours, so I was getting really creative with, all the options.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, to answer the Ventthis who wrote this in, I haven't been locked out in a while, but don't most people have spare keys where, I mean, like, doesn't the door, let's say in the front, open the same door in the backyard. So if you had a spare key, you could still get into your house. I don't know. I'm assuming that. I don't know.
Most people, I think most people do have a spare key and they all put it right where a thief would expect.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
planter.
Yeah, everyone has it in the
Yeah.
planter,
Under the doormat.
above the door on like the
Yeah.
frame. Everybody has a spare key where they think no one would ever look unless they were everyone who's ever also hidden a key.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe so you're saying to our Ventthor, go spend $5 and get a copy of your key made and
Yeah.
hide it.
That's a lot easier than what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and if you want to be like real Inspector Gadget, you put it in like a Ziploc bag
Mm.
and then put it in the dirt of your planter.
Under a statue.
Under a
Yeah.
statue is that's guaranteed first place to look if you want
And well, no, and make sure it's onions, because I don't know if anybody wants to dig out an onion. So if it's planted in a planter where there's onions in a bag, that might help. I don't
Oh,
know.
I love that
And
idea.
If anybody wants to know where Chrissy lives, she's the house with onions growing at the front door.
That's why I have
Just
no
in
friends.
case.
Yeah, nobody comes over because we stink. My house stinks. Nobody comes over. I got onions everywhere. On
And not a
purpose.
single. Oh my God. I was going to say no vampires, but that's garlic.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same
Vampires
thing.
are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
garlic. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, God, Gary.
Under plastic dog poop. Gary's
Gary, you're
on fire
sick,
today.
man.
Yeah.
Gary's firing
Sick.
ammo.
He's like, oh God. All right, should we move on to the next one? This
Starting to
stinks.
stink.
Yeah.
But bump.
Bump. Yeah. Let's
All
give
Yeah,
Loretta
Loretta.
a little nudge.
And hit it, Loretta.
I hope you guys are listening, especially Chuck, because I heard he had a bad date with some woman and he was upset after that date. Well, my roommate has a girlfriend and I do not like her. Every time she comes over, she eats my food because she hates her boyfriend's cooking. I've asked her not to eat it, but she refuses. And she asked me not to mention this to her boyfriend because she does not want to cause trouble between us. Man, what the hell am I supposed to do? I need to eat, so I gotta cook. Venters, get into this because this is a problem.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
I want to make sure we understood that correctly. So you have two roommates, sounds like two guys, and one guy's roommate has a girlfriend who always eats the leftovers of roommate number one. Roommate number one,
Of the Ventthor.
who is the Ventthor, has his leftovers are always eaten by his roommate's girlfriend, right? Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah.
And she's coming in saying,
Oh,
I'm
because
gonna eat them anyway.
yeah, and she's saying because her boyfriend, who's the other roommate, is not a good cook. That's what she's saying. So this chick is bold.
Super bold. So the Ventthor is asking her not to eat his food that he's made. And she's saying, I'm still going to eat your food because my boyfriend isn't a good cook. And then she went one step further and she said, and don't bring this up to my boyfriend.
Wow.
Who is this girl?
Who is this girl?
Yeah. She needs to go.
Yeah.
Or just
You know-
poison her food?
What? Well,
What?
Charles,
What?
aggressive Charles. The people we find out we live with when we co-host with them on a vent show.
I thought we were trying to fix problems here.
Chelsea and I are embarking on our 11th year coming up.
And a
But-
baby.
and a baby. And I just found out she's a poison your food sort of get back at you kind of
I've
girl.
never done it. I'm just saying this guy has already taken the rational route. He's tried to have a real conversation with her and she said no.
How many times have I been sick and thought I just wasn't feeling well? And Chelsea was mad that I didn't close the door or something.
Yeah, Paul, if you're starting to get sick from Chelsea's food, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like The Sixth Sense. What was the movie where the mom kept poisoning the daughter?
The oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
definitely
it could
me.
be that. I've had a cold for a while. Maybe I should cook my own food. Yeah, I think if this chick is so dicey that she is going to tell you straight to your face, I'm not going to stop eating your food. I know you asked me. First of all, it's embarrassing that she does it. You call her out. She says, yes, I do eat your food. and you say, please don't do that. And she goes, no, I refuse to stop. I'm going to keep eating your food. And
I'm
Don't
going to
you-
silence you.
don't ever tell my boyfriend. Don't tell your roommate or you'll get it. Like what? Who is this brute monster?
Seriously. You know what? Tell her, make your own food and bring it over. Right? Let her cook something, bring it over to the
Yes.
apartment when she comes over, and then,
Like
and
a
she'll be
woman.
happy. Huh?
Huh? What?
No, I'm saying let
Sorry.
her cook. Let her make her food, bring it to the apartment.
Yeah.
And this way she doesn't have to eat the other guy's food and she can share. I mean, come on, let's just all get along. For God's
I think
sake.
or I'm going to jump right to it. Favors. If she wants secrets and favors, she got to dish secrets and favors. I think she owes this guy.
What kind of favor?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to be, yeah, adult favors. I say adult favors. I think, yeah.
No, so then this guy's going to screw over his roommate?
Well, because otherwise he's getting screwed over on his food. And,
Well, don't bring the roommate into
well, they're
this.
trying to protect the roommate. And
No,
they
no,
want
this
him
guy
to,
needs to keep his house. He needs to have a roof over it. He can't lose his food and his house.
Right.
no, then he moves in with her. Maybe they have a good thing going. Maybe it's better for the two of them. You know,
But he
she likes
doesn't
the
like-
way he cooks.
Paul, wait,
What?
he doesn't like her.
Yeah, you don't have to like somebody to, want to be serviced.
That's such a guy mentality. That's such a guy
Oh,
mentality.
my
And
God.
guys love two things, food and sex. So if you want my food, you better replace it with, what do you think? That's it. Ass, gas, or grass. No one rides for free.
And on that note, I think we move on.
Yeah. Yeah. You want my chicken pomodoro, you better come creeping in my door. Let me tell you what. That's how this goes. That's how this goes, baby.
I like that.
That's it.
That should be the title of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, Chelsea.
Oh my God. Good luck to me. She poisons food. I didn't know this about her.
Like once a year.
Yeah, so what?
Did you
yeah,
get that
come
in?
on.
Illness?
She's trying to
Yeah.
clean your pipes. Come on.
Well, hey, it's,
No.
as I said, exchanges.
Well, the thing about Paul though is he'll eat like Wendy's or weird shit all week. And then I'll make him a nice smoothie with spinach and berries. And he'll blame like the almond butter that I put in the smoothie
Yeah.
for not feeling good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what about the pizza you had earlier today?
Yeah.
It's my nutritious smoothie. So I mean, he's poisoning himself
She
one
could
way or
pull
the
it off.
other.
It would be hard to nail it to her. There was one day I ate Domino's and Taco Bell in the same day. She gave me a smoothie and I did call her out and be like, God, my stomach hurts. Did you put almond butter in that smoothie? I wonder if I have a nut allergy.
Now he's worried about the nut allergy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not worried
I also
about
had German cake that day. It was a very
Yeah.
monumental day. It stood out. Domino's pizza, Domino's, Taco Bell, and German cake. But it was the smoothie with kale and almond butter.
that really did him in.
that.
Loretta, let's hear the third vent because this one is out of control.
I have heard all your vents about foot fetishes, cartoons, burps, everything related to intimate relationships and the weird habits people have. But you know what? All these people seem happy. And isn't that the main component of a relationship? Hey, my girlfriend bites my chest, and it hurts when the deed is happening. But do I complain? No. Well, sometimes I complain because I know it's about to happen. But you have to be happy you found someone you can just have fun with and
Yes.
love. Come on, guys and girls. Just enjoy life with all its bruises and fetishes. Things could be a lot worse. Like my friend who tells me his girlfriend pulls on his hair so hard he's starting to go bald. Maybe I'll have him send that vent in.
Please do.
Oh my God.
Where do these people come from?
That's what I was going to say. Of all requests we've ever put out to tell us your first name and what city you're from, this one I want to know. Who is Chest Biter in Philadelphia? I want to know more about this person and definitely more about the friend who, yes, we won't even get into the hair pulling. How about we hold that? Because I want this venter to get the friend to write in and tell us about
Yeah.
that. But the chest biting, It doesn't, he said, did I understand right? He doesn't know when it's going to happen or,
No, he starts complaining when he knows it's about to happen.
oh, okay. So he's not saying, you know what I'm into, honey? Would you give me some of them chest bites that I really like? No, this is her idea. She does this, not going to say against his will, but
She's salivating at his chest. She wants his chest.
yeah,
How does he know it's about to happen?
Well, I think
she has a tell.
no, I think it's that moment where you kind of know something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? It's like an appetizer. Come on. She's about to bite his chest. That's the appetizer before the whole thing finishes. So, what's the big deal? She bites the
No big
chest,
deal.
and that's what she likes. And then the main meal is about to happen. So, it's an appetizer, then the main meal. I don't see a
Chrissy,
problem with this.
You just led us to that main meal. You just, wow.
Okay, because I was thinking this is how the meal started. I thought this was
That's
like,
what she's saying. She's saying appetizer and then the main.
oh,
meal.
the main. I was
Yeah,
a little,
that's
I
the
was thinking about dessert.
appetizer.
Okay.
Bite
Yeah.
my titty. That's the appetizer.
Chrissy.
Damn.
What? That's what she's
Christine.
doing.
That's what she's doing.
Just got wild on the Ventthis pod.
Well,
Listen, I think he's got a live one.
Yeah.
I think he should be very excited. A lot of guys complain, oh, you know, the hottest girls, they're just starfish. You know, just lay there and just don't move. You know what I mean? Like, oh, stop it. You know, just I don't know where this complaint comes from, but if this guy's saying his girl is so spicy and so turned on by him that she's biting his chest because she can't get enough of him. I mean, as long as she's not, you know, tearing out flesh badly, then I think
you know what she,
I
you know
think
what he
enjoy it.
could do? He could,
what could he do, Chrissy?
right before they know they're gonna, fool around, he can say to her, "Hey, I just added a little salt and pepper right here, so when you bite me, it's gonna really taste good." Right here is the salt and
Christine.
pepper.
Christine.
I like
Whoa.
that.
A little-
I like
Whoa.
that.
Let's do it, right?
Saucy, Christine.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Or
know.
maybe,
Even
or maybe
sound engineer
tonight he
Gary's
goes,
getting
how
all
about this?
hot under the
Maybe
collar.
tonight he goes, they know they're gonna do it, right? Maybe tonight he goes, it's Italian night, baby. So I got a little red sauce right where you're gonna bite me. So let's
A
just
little
go for it. How about
pastrami.
that?
Yeah.
You went to pastrami. Chrissy was talking about sauce. This is getting to be a very spicy, a very fulfilling, appetizing episode. Salt and pepper turns to red sauce, turns to pastrami.
I think what Chris was saying though was hotter. Pastrami's kind of gross.
I thought you were going to say like some jerky, you know, some like Lowry's seasoning salt. Like,
Anything will work.
what about just the old whipped cream?
Nice.
Didn't everybody, isn't whipped cream the baseline of food, fun, and
Yes.
bed?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just curious, you know, and if the venture wants to follow up, is it a problem? Because I think this is cool. I think this is hot. I think, you know,
He seems like he has fun with it.
yeah.
He was
I think
telling us like
so.
we should just indulge it.
Oh,
He
okay.
did say
Yeah,
he sounded
yeah,
a little nervous when she starts to go in,
Okay, you're right.
but overall he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was saying like the people who are, you know, we had people write in, like we said, the cartoons. His girlfriend had to have cartoons on to enjoy sex. You know, the foot fetishes. Yeah, whatever you're into, because a lot of our other events remind us we all spend a lot of time in traffic. We all spend a lot of time wishing we were somewhere else, and people are slowing us down and making life annoying. It's kind of nice to be able to unwind and just get some good chest bites. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you forget. That's, you know, it's like they say, if you stub your toe, the easiest way to forget is bang your thumb with a hammer. You know, like that's, if you want to forget about the things that stress you out, think about the things that kink you out.
Nice.
As he tried to bite her chest in return just to see if he likes it.
As
Yeah.
Chrissy described, a titty bite.
Mm-hmm.
The titty bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he should let us know. He should write us back, Titty Man. He should write us back and tell us, does he bite
Titty
back?
Man. Do you bite back, Titty Man, as
Yeah.
you've just been named on our show? You are Titty Man from Toledo, the Toledo Titty
The
Taster.
Toledo titty taster.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Bitten from Buffalo. Tell us, who are you? Where are you from? You don't have to give us your full name, but just a little teaser on the titty. A little taste. It's going off
Oh
the
my
rails,
God.
but because we are on episode, what we say, we're on 58 by now. I believe this is. I love
Yeah.
that we're learning our demographic. We're finding out who our listeners are by what they write in with. And
Yeah.
they're crazy.
Some of
You
them
know
are
why?
crazy.
Wow.
Because we're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we invite the cray cray. Bring it to
Yeah.
us. There's nothing off the spectrum.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. As
Yeah.
long as it's, I was going to say, as long as it's legal, even if it's not, we're not the
Change
cops.
your name.
Tell
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She poisons my food. I know she poisons my food. I've learned a lot about who I share a bed with. All right, so we got 3 vents done. Would we have some comments?
Yes, sir. We do. Who's
Oh.
reading it, me or you, Paul? Doesn't matter.
Well, I can rip into some comments.
Go ahead.
Let's
Go
have a
for
little
it, dude.
fun. Let's have a little fun. Oh, if
Yeah.
my phone would agree that I'm its owner. Let's see here. All right, comment number 1. I heard a bartender refuse to make a drink for a celebrity. Man, that takes balls. That was one of the first episodes I joined.
Yeah.
Because you remember that, Chrissy?
Yeah. 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 The celebrity came into a bar and he gave like a 16 ingredient list and goes, "Hey, could
Yeah.
you make this for me?" And the guy's like, "I'm not making a meal for you. I just want to make a drink." And he refused. And I loved that, Ben. Yep. Yep.
And I like that this guy's saying that it takes balls, because it does. And you know what, though? It takes balls to be so cocky that you give a laundry list of ingredients to make
Yeah.
a drink at a busy bar when someone's got other people to serve. That takes balls. And the only thing that beats a pair of balls is a bigger pair of balls. And
Right.
that's what that bartender came back with. You think you got a pair? Wait till you hear how loud these clink as I drop them on you, and you can go drink in an alley.
Yeah.
Brown bag it, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that
Exactly.
list.
You say no, or you give back your quote for that drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like triple the cost of any other drink.
$85 drink.
Tip.
Cash.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I'm glad someone remembered that. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. I love it when people dig back to episodes that they've listened to. So, all right. Comment number 2. This is a ridiculous podcast and not interesting. The world has enough bitching in it. Why would I want to tune in and listen to more bitching? From
Whoa.
somebody who
Who's
took the
bitching?
time to bitch. From somebody who took the time to bitch. Somebody who's so angry that they swear in their comments. They wrote bitch twice, and it's all caps. All caps on the second one. So what I would say, again, this is one of these people. This is a ridiculous podcast, blah, blah, blah. They know it's so full of bitching. They've listened to many episodes. The bitching resonates with them.
Mm.
They're a bitching person. They're a bitcher. I'm not going to say they're a full-on bitch, but they're a bitcher because probably their life is a bitch. And I think people like that love us venting the bitch. It gets it out. They're not alone, like it helps to purge the pressure. So I think they like it. I bet that venter, that
They're listening
commenter
right now.
is listening right now.
That's
And we hear
bitching.
you. That's bitching. Chrissy. Oh, I get it.
I'm on.
Christina's on fire
bitching.
today.
I love bitching as an adjective,
Yeah.
as you just used it.
Yeah.
Chell still remembers the first time we first met. We were in New York City and I saw an awesome car. And she was like, "Do you like that car?" I said, "That car is bitching." That car is bitching. And it was bitching. It was like a vintage Nova. It was something badass. And so yeah, thank you, commenter. And I hope you're enjoying this episode and many more to come. We're glad to have you.
Yes.
We bitch on your behalf.
Mhm.
Comment 3. I am really liking the podcast. Oh, deal with that, bitcher. Deal with that, bitcher. We follow you with a liker. Anyway, I am really liking the podcast, but come on, get mad. Get angry if you don't agree with the venters. Let's see some fire.
Bitch more.
Oh,
Bitch more.
Bitch harder. Bitch hotter. Bitch with fire.
Yes.
Chrissy.
Yes.
Give the fist. I don't know who saw.
Can definitely hear it.
Chrissy
You
just
want fire?
grows,
I'll give you fire.
Chrissy grows onions at her front door, bitch.
That's
She doesn't
right.
care.
She's hardcore.
Chrissy likes her titties bit with salt and pepper. You can't slow her down. Don't get in her way. She's wearing a red vest right now. She's not here to play.
I'm on fire, bitcher.
I like it. I love that people, because I feel like sometimes we do get kind of hot. Sometimes we get into it. And I wonder, we're always like, oh man, did we go a little far with that? No.
No.
Then we get the commenters who come in and say, crank up the heat, baby. Bring it. Because we're with you.
Yeah.
I just picture this Venter in the car. Like the more like heated you guys get, like they start punching their steering wheel, like they start to get really into it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you just like fire everyone up.
When you start
Yeah.
yelling during a football game and then your dog doesn't know what's going on, so they start barking and jumping around,
Yeah.
freaking out. They think shit's going down.
Yeah.
That's this commenter.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. Who can I bitch about? I want to bitch about someone. I want to vent. Look at this asshole. I'm going to vent about you. The guy's like, what did I do? Shut up. You're doing it right now. Newspaper reader.
So true. So true.
Oh my
what
God.
we bring out of people. This is what we bring out of people. This is what people bring out of us. We're here for it. Whether you think that, we bitch too much or we don't bitch loud enough, we're just going to keep on bitching. Life's
Yeah.
a bitch. And then there's vent.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And then there's Ventthis. Yeah.
And then there's Ventthis. Chris, you want to close us out? You want to give them a phone number?
Yeah. So remember, you can call us and bitch to us at our website at 818-570-2535. Bitch away, people. You can also
Any
write
hour of
in-
the night. You're not going to wake us up. Any hour. You want a
Yeah.
3 a.m. bitch? You want to leave a drunken vent bitch?
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. And go to our YouTube channel and watch us like go crazy over these vents and insane. And subscribe to us. Go everywhere. Just try to find Ventthis. We're good. Just follow us. And we're
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore.
That's it.
Remember that? That was a good movie. Was that
Great
broadcast
movie.
TV? Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. We should watch that. I don't think
Yeah.
you've seen
I
it.
don't. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
that's a famous quote. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a movement,
Yeah.
just like the Ventthis.
The Ventthis movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks everybody. We had fun, and don't forget to watch us, listen to us, and we'll see you next time.
We're gonna go kick some
I'm
stuff.
pissed. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I am, me
I'm gonna
too.
kick down a locked door. I'm gonna knock something out.
Still breaking into someone's house.
Do it. Let's go poison someone.